Fifth Dimension Radio Sports Special. Today, live from Woodridge High School. It's the Woodridge Bulldogs versus the Copley Indians high school varsity basketball game. It's sure to be an exciting game, so stay tuned to your favorite radio station, Fifth Dimension Radio Sports Special, for all the action. And now, here's your Fifth Dimension Radio Sports Special sportscaster, Ron Whitmer, with co-host Bob Fritz.
Thank you, and hello, everybody, from Woodridge High School in Peninsula, Ohio. It's a matchup of teams from different leagues tonight for the first time for us. We have the Copley Indians visiting from the Suburban American Conference, and they'll take on the host, Woodridge Bulldogs. We had a chance to talk to both coaches before tonight's game, and let's take a listen to their thoughts. Ron Whitmer here pregame with Woodridge coach Ian Adams. Coach, come into tonight pretty hot, 3 straight, 6 out of the last 7, including avenging a couple of early season losses to some of your competition in the league in Coventry and Streetsboro. You think you're playing your best ball of the season at this point?
Yeah, I definitely think so. I think our intensity on both ends of the floor have picked up, but specifically it's really started with our defense, which has gotten a lot better, and we've had great ball pressure and intensity, and it's really sparked us. And then offensively, we're really kind of getting a balanced scoring output, which I think has taken the pressure off of some of our maybe main scorers that I think had to do a lot of the work early in the season. We've had some guys step up in Kellen and Connor and Nas and really provide a more balanced scoring output for us, which has been good to see.
Awesome. So you're 1 game behind Streetsboro with a few to play here, but after losing to them early, you kind of laid one on them here not long ago. What kind of hopes do you have for them falling to somebody else where you can catch them?
I mean, yeah, that's the hope right now. We're just trying to stay focused and make sure that we take care of our business. But the message is really we control our own destiny going forward with our last 3 games, and then that's really all we can do is make sure we win those. But I think our league's super competitive, and anyone's capable of knocking a team off on any given night. So if that happens to happen, we'll be very happy for it.
So speaking of the league being very competitive, the year after next, you're going to be joined by 3 new schools to this league at least: Cuyahoga Falls, Count Roosevelt, and Talmadge. Any feelings about when that? I know it's another full season. Probably don't look too far down the line, but any thoughts about that?
I definitely think it's going to require a lot of us to, kind of step up our game. Those are 3 great programs from the Suburban League, bigger schools, especially, from our standpoint here at Woodridge. But I think it's going to be great. It's going to provide a lot of competition. Those are great environments, great gyms to go to. So, yeah, we're looking forward to it. But I definitely think it's going to ramp up the intensity and hopefully create some new and exciting rivalries for us, because Talmadge and Falls are kind of right up the street from us, so that'll be fun.
Right. So, speaking of the Suburban, the American Conference and the Suburban League, you got Copley tonight for a non-league tilt. What do you know about them? What do you got to do to be successful against the Copley Indians?
Yeah, I mean, they're pretty athletic. Their guards got some size, which could give us some matchup problems tonight. I know they want to get out and run in transition, and they do a really good job, their guards especially, at kind of getting 2 feet in the paint and really being really crafty around the rim. So I think, stopping number 2 for them, who has a really quick first step, and then making sure we close out to their shooters and keep them in check, because they get to the rim and then they're crafty and then they kick out and they got some shooters. So I think if we can handle their attackers and kind of push the pace on our end, it should be pretty fun, because I know they like to play pretty fast, but so do we. So looking forward to kind of getting out there and having a nice transition battle tonight.
That's Coach Ian Adams for the Woodridge Bulldogs. Coach, good luck tonight.
Thank you.
Ron Whitmer with Copley coach Adam Sestaro. Coach, 3 straight losses after a pretty good run in the middle of the season, but to 3 pretty solid teams. How do you feel about your team right now emotionally, and what do you got to do to right that ship and get it going back in the winning direction?
Yeah, not where we wanted to be. Lost a tough rivalry game to Revere on Friday. And then, had to come back Saturday at a game that got rescheduled because of the weather against a really good Nordonia team at their place. And they just came out on fire and kind of buried us early. So yeah, it was a tough weekend, but I think we regrouped yesterday. We had a great practice yesterday, so hopefully we're ready to get it going in the right direction here for the stretch run.
Okay, 7 to go in the regular season here. What do you got to see out of your guys in the next 7 games? What are you working on? What are you building towards for the tournament time?
Yeah, we want to be a little more consistent. We want to, we like to pressure. So our defensive pressure and intensity has to be consistent. Offensively, we got to move it and take care of it a little bit better, and generate a little higher quality of shots. And then we've got to, some league games left, right, where we got something to prove against some pretty good league teams. We have Talmadge and Highland left, so we'd like to, get a couple statement wins in the league here down the stretch before we head into the tournament.
OHSAA has gone to 7 divisions for the first time in basketball this year. You guys in the Northeast District, Division 3, you see yourself as positioned to make a little bit of a run in there? What are your thoughts on the tournament coming up?
Yeah, it'll be unique. I've always coached in Division 1, which was always a challenge. Although Division 3 doesn't seem that much easier, with the Hobans and the St. V's and the Garfield Heights of the world in Division 3 with us. But I think, you have to kind of see how it shakes out with the different potential districts that you could go to. So it's a little bit up in the air. We're kind of taking a look at some potential opponents and where we fall. But I'm as interested as anybody to see kind of how the 7 divisions plays out this year.
Okay, and so tonight's game, a non-league game for you, one of the top teams in the Metro Conference, and you guys are in the middle of the pack in the Suburban American.
Yeah.
Typically a little bit bigger schools in your division, so on paper at least seems like a pretty even matchup. What do you feel like you got to do? What's the key to the game for you to be successsul against the Bulldogs tonight?
Yeah, they're playing really well. They're coming off some big wins against Coventry and against Streetsboro in their league, and we got to slow down their dribble penetration, keep them out of the paint, really, and then offensively take care of the basketball, kind of win the turnover battle.
That's Coach Adam Sestaro for the Copley Indians. Coach, good luck tonight.
Absolutely, thank you, appreciate it.
Welcome back to Woodridge High School. Just had a chance to listen into our national anthem. Trying to get a note from down below here. Time for the opening lineups being announced for Copley. Number 1, Gabe Mansell, a senior. Number 2 is a senior as well. That's Scooby Stanford. The third senior in the starting lineup, number 11, Lincoln Brockmeyer. A junior, number 21, Andrew McKnight, and a junior, number 55, Carter Gowan. And now we're going to get the full lights effect here, Bobby. So help me if I can't see in the dark here.
Will do.
For Woodridge. 6-foot sophomore is number 2, Kellen Moore. 6'1" junior, number 3, Blake Williams. A 5'9" senior, Gavin Lynch, number 11.
14.
6'2 junior, number 14, Brandon Evans, and the final starter, a junior, Connor Hans, number 22. So there's the lineups for tonight's game. Coming into tonight, we have Copley at 7-8, 4-6 in the Suburban American Conference. Right in the middle of the pack there, and Woodridge just to tick off the lead in the Metro Conference. Woodridge is at 11-5, 9-2 in the league. They trail Streetsboro by a game with about 3 to play. So,
and you said that Woodridge and Streetsboro split the season series, right?
Correct, yes. They've already played twice, so Woodridge is hoping Streetsboro stumbles in the last 3 games. So jumping center
22-11
is Brockmeyer against Hans, and the tip is controlled by Woodridge. It's Brandon Evans, top of the key into the corner. Shot is no good from Williams. Ahead on the dribble for Copley, 21, is Andrew McKnight, and the follow shot is up and good. Copley takes a 2-0 lead, 7:30 to go, first quarter. Into the front court for Woodridge, dump off inside, ball battered away on the shot by Moore. Copley quickly ahead into the paint is 55.
Ball stolen.
Gowan stolen away by Woodridge to the foul line. Jump shot no good, rebound, and we're going end to end here. Andrew McKnight to the paint, running layup, up and in. McKnight with 4, and Woodridge leads 4-0. Ahead now, Copley leads 4-0. And ahead now for Woodridge, ball thrown out of bounds on the far side corner. Give the ball back to Copley. 6:54, and Copley's off to a 4-0 start. Inbounding in the backcourt, Gabe Menzel for Copley. He gets it into Scooby Stanford. Love that name, Scooby. Scooby on the left-hand dribble across the timeline. He'll call out the play, a 4-low look. Scooby to the top of the key, dishes in the corner to number 11. That's Brockmeyer with the 3, and Copley's out to a quick 7-0 lead. In the backcourt, it's Hans across the timeline. Hans kicks it off to Evans. Evans with the right-hand dribble, foul line extended in the lane, pulls up for a 14-footer, bounces around and falls in. Brandon Evans with the first 2 for Woodridge. It's 7-2 Copley. Stanford ahead for Copley to the foul line, spin dribble, pulls up for a 10-footer off the front of the iron, no good, follow, no good. Rebound, batted around, picked up by Woodridge. Coming ahead for Woodridge is Evans. Evans lobs inside, and stepping out of bounds is Blake Williams for Woodridge. Give the ball back to the Copley Indians. It'll be Mansell to inbound. He tosses clear up to half court for Gowan, and we have a foul. Fouls on number 11 for Woodridge. That's Gavin Lynch, his first personal and the team's first personal. Ball will be inbounded by Copley in front of the Woodridge bench. To toss it in, Carter Gowan. Gowan's the junior. He'll get it into Mansell, the senior. Mansell near midcourt. Left-hand dribble. He'll hand it off to Stanford. Stanford to the foul line, kicks it in the corner. Shots up and no good by McKnight. Rebound Woodridge. Coming ahead for Woodridge is Brandon Evans. He'll dribble the top of the key. Left-hand dribble now into the lane. Ball batted away. And it looked like off of Copley. So give the ball back to the Woodridge Bulldogs, and it'll be Brandon Evans to inbound. Evans takes the ball from the referee, looks for the play to play out, gets it inside to Moore in the corner. Moore off to Lynch. Lynch pulls up on the dribble, tosses it out top to Connor Hans at the top of the key. Hans working into the lane, has the ball batted away by Stanford, comes up with a loose ball. Stanford off to McKnight, to Mansell, running layup is good. Copley now with a 9-2 lead, 5 minutes, 9 seconds to play in the quarter for Woodridge ahead. It's taken away, but we have a foul on the play off the dribble by Evans. And let's see who we got. Number 11 with the foul. That's Brockmeyer with the foul for Copley. his first and the first team foul. And we have subs entering. Motice is in the ball game, and Carter Maxa for Woodridge. Ahead now, ball stolen, and it's Mansell driving the length of the floor. He gets hit on the way up.
We got a
foul on Woodridge's number 3, which is Blake Williams, his first and the team's second. That will send Gabe Mansell to the line, shooting 2. Mansell with the 2-point first quarter. He'll attempt to double that here at the line. Mansell's first shot up and good. Mansell, the senior point guard, second free throw. Toes the line, spins, shoots, also good. Give Mansell 4, give Copley an 11-2 lead. In the backcourt is Evans for Woodridge. He kicks it in the corner to Moore. Moore dribbles into the lane, running layup, got hit, no call. Rebound taken by Evans. The basket is good, and we got a foul on Copley. 55 for Copley is Carter Gowan, his first and the team's second foul. With that, checking in for Woodridge is Nasir Abdullah. Coach was counting on him for some points tonight. So Evans at the line for Woodridge. He's got all 4 of Woodridge's points to this point. Shot up and off the front of the iron, no good. Rebound Copley. Mansell will bring it ahead to the top of the key. Crossover, dishes in the corner to Stanford. His three-pointer is right there. Scooby Stanford with 3. And Copley leads 14-4. And with that, Woodridge will take a timeout. It's going to be a 30-second timeout, so we'll keep it right here. Bob, the Copley Indians coming out on fire here tonight.
Yeah, they're coming out on fire, they're running.
Yeah.
I tell you what, I like that name, Scooby.
I do too. So that harkens me back to remember Scooby Penn for the Ohio State Buckeyes. Seems like yesterday. It's probably 20 plus years ago now. Time is getting away from me.
I was thinking the same thing when you said that.
Yeah. And I think Scooby Stanford for Copley, his signature, according to the Woodridge coach Ian Adams, is similar. It's to get the ball into the paint and dish. He's done that, and then he hit a big 3. So got a little pushing and shoving as we line up for the inbound here. The referee calms things down. For Woodridge, number 15, Braden Motice is in the game. The senior will inbound in the backcourt. He gets it in to Nasir, ahead into the corner. Nasir tries to pass into the paint, taken away by Stanford. Off to McKnight, running layup off the iron, no good. Rebound batted all around, and finally Woodridge picks it up in the backcourt. That's Blake Williams. He'll bring it ahead. Williams with a left-hand dribble into the paint, pulls up, and now needs help. He'll take a fadeaway 10-footer, and he got it. Blake Williams with his first 2, and it's a 14-6 Copley lead. Woodridge showing some pressure here, three-quarter court. Copley has it in the front court. Brockmeyer with the ball in the corner to Gowan. Had the ball blocked, but it looks like they're going to give him a foul. Foul's number 2, Kellen Moore, his first, third team foul on the shot. That'll put Carter Gowan to the line for the first time tonight. He'll shoot 2. Copley leads by 8, 3:41 to go, first quarter. First shot rolls around and falls in. That was what we call, Bob, a rim hugger, and it hugged in the right direction for Carter Gowan. First shot is up and good. Copley substitute now. They'll send in number 32, Jalen Owens. Second free throw up and good. Owens, the sophomore. And we're getting a bunch of subs at this point. Dane Winger, freshman for Copley, is on. Woodridge in the backcourt. 15, Motice will bring it ahead. He gets it, but the ball is saved into Copley on bad pass. McKnight running layup, up and in, and a foul.
21 in the basket.
Yeah, that's Andrew McKnight. McKnight now with 6.
And who's the foul on? Number 21. 14 foul.
21, Nasir. His first, team's 4th. McKnight will be at the line. He has 6 points. And at the line for the first time tonight, Copley leading 18-6. McKnight, about a 6'2" junior. First shot up and good. I'm sorry, the only shot because it was an and one. So give McKnight 7. Quickly to the other end, the shot's up and no good, but we got another foul. So we're going end to end here. Fouls on 13.
Foul number 13, Nick Boffa. His first personal, 13 foul. Carter Max at the line.
13, Bob, help me out. I'm not seeing a 13.
Nick Bowe.
I'm on the wrong side. First shot's up and no good. 13 is Nick Boffa, his first, team's 3rd. And at the line for Woodridge is Carter Maxa. First shot was no good. Second shot good on the 3-point attempt here. So we have Copley leading 19-7. Carter Maxa, also a freshman, hits the second 2 of 3. And it's a 19-8 game. In the backcourt, it's Scooby Stanford. Cross court now to 44 for Copley. Gets it inside to McKnight. His shot up, no good. Rebound, pulled away by Woodridge. In the backcourt, it's Evans. Evans off to Maxa. Maxa drives into the lane, has it knocked away, but he picks it up and puts it in. And we got a foul on Bofa, his second foul. And the team's 4th foul. So Maxa
got 2.
Give him his first bucket. Now he has 4 points, and he'll try to make it 5 at the line. 19-10 Copley, 3:03 remains first quarter. Free throws up and good for Maxa. So give the freshman 5 off the bench, just the kind of scoring coach was looking for. Stanford in the backcourt for Copley. Cross court for a long 3, no good by Winninger. Rebound, and ahead is Evans. Evans into the lane for Woodridge. Got bumped, no call on the shot, and McKnight will pull down the rebound for the Indians. McKnight passes ahead, but too far ahead for his teammate Jalen Owens. It goes out of bounds and back to Woodridge, and with that, Gabe Mansell and Brockmeyer, Lincoln Brockmeyer will return for the Indians. In the backcourt for Woodridge, it's Gavin Lynch. Lynch ahead on the right-hand dribble, avoids the trap, gets it to Evans, back to Lynch, dishes inside to Maxa, got hit from behind, no call. Copley coming the other way, and what do we have? A travel? A travel. It's a nice pass from Manziel, who was trying to hit number 5. And I don't have 5.
Grimes.
Grimes off the JV squad already in. Okay, in the forecourt now, Woodridge has it battered away by Winninger. Copley with the ball in the paint, kicks out top to Mansell. Mansell will drive the lane, ball swatted away and picked up by 23, Maxa. And what do we have now? Oh, we got an injury, so we have a referee timeout. Take care of that. And with that, Blake Williams will check back in. The junior will take the place of Kellen Moore, who got hit on the play with no foul called, just some scrap underneath the basket. So Williams will inbound to Brandon Evans. Evans in the backcourt across the timeline, back to Williams. Williams drives the paint, kicks it out to Maxa. Jump stop in the paint, and another foul called. And with that, they're going to give it to Lincoln Brockmeyer, I believe. That is the call. Brockmeyer's second, and we are now shooting with the 15th foul. Okay, number 5 is Jay Watley Grimes. So Carter Maxa is at the line, hits the first of 2. And the second one bounces off the rim, no good. Rebound, Copley. Copley ahead on the dribble into the paint. Layup is up and good by number 32, Jalen Owens. His first 2, and Copley leads 21-12. Back the other way. It's Williams. Williams to
in and out.
Lynch. Lynch's shot's no good. Rebound picked up in the corner, and we're getting a bit of a foul fest here in the first quarter. Looks like it's going to be fouls called on Gabe Mansell, his first, but we are in the bonus. So that will put Brandon Evans at the line for 2. First shot up and good. Evans with 5 first quarter points, more subs, and this is going to be a constant battle to keep up with who's on the floor for both teams tonight. Both teams like to get it up and down the floor, so you're going to see a lot of substitution trying to keep guys fresh. Brandon Evans, the junior, at the line, sights, shoots, he got them both. Evans has 6, and it's a 21-14 Copley lead. Into the forecourt, Mansell on the near side. Off to 44, Winninger to 32, which is Jalen Owens, his second straight basket, a 3-pointer, and it's 24-14. Copley up 10. Evans in the forecourt, top of the key to the foul line for Woodridge. Hands off to Williams. Williams into the paint, has it knocked away. Loose ball picked up by Carter Gowan. And Copley's Winninger tosses it into the corner and out of bounds. Give the ball back to the Bulldogs. They'll inbound in front of their own bench in the deep corner. Near side. Ball inbounded to Williams. Blake Williams, the junior, ahead on the dribble. Working against Gowan. Gets it off to Evans. Evans with a left-hander. Gives a head fake. Jump stop in the paint. Turn around, and it gets caught between the backboard and the rim. That's a jump ball call, and the possession will go to Copley. And with that, we have another substitute. 2 more.
5 and 11.
So returning is Lincoln Brockmeyer, and number 5, who, Bobby, you just gave me that. That's Grimes for no, that's not Grimes. For Woodridge.
Rocco
King. Rocco King in for Woodridge. On the far side for Copley, actually to the near side now, Mansell. He drives the lane, kicks it in the corner. Shot no good by 44, Winninger. Coming back the other way now. A long 3-point attempt, no good for Motice, and that's the end of the first quarter. First quarter score, Copley 24, Woodridge 14. With that, let's take this 60-second timeout.
You're listening to the Sports Special on Fifth Dimension Radio.
Back at Woodridge High School, our first quarter score, Copley leading 24-14. Woodridge will have the second quarter possession. They inbound, get it to Maxa. Maxa at the top of the key. Looks inside to Nasir. His layup is up and good. And that's Nasir Abdullah's first points of the night. It's a 24-16 game. In the corner is McKnight for Copley. Running along the baseline, kicks it out to Mansell. His three-pointer is up and good. Mansell with 7 points on the night. It's 27-16 Copley. In the backcourt, coming into the forecourt for Woodridge is Motais. He gets it into Abdullah. He'll kick it outside to King. And King with a running shot. His first two, and it's 27-18. Stanford for Copley at the foul line. Works his way into the lane, kicks it out to Mansell for a three-pointer, and he's got it again. Mansell with a hot hand now. He's got 10 on the night. It's a 30-18 Copley lead. Into the forecourt, give the ball to Motais at the top of the key. To Maxa, he'll shoot a three and nail it. It's been a big first half for Carter Maxa, the freshman. Into the forecourt, Mansell feeling it, a little heat check, in and out, no good. Rebound Maxa for Woodridge. He'll bring it ahead on the right-hand dribble. The big fella out top, handles the ball well. Now he picks up his dribble and needs help. He gets help from Gavin Lynch. Lynch into the paint, has it knocked away. Loose ball, Lynch picks it up and lays it in. Gavin Lynch with his first 2 points. And Woodridge is back within 7. Copley into the forecourt. Jalen Owens, top of the key. Gets it to Gowan. Gowan working near side. He'll take it on the left-hand dribble of the foul line. He gets it back to Jalen. Into the Stanford inside. Now a deep three off the rim. Rebounded by Gowan. He'll go up and lay it back in. Gowan with his second bucket of the night. It's 32-23. Copley with the lead. 5:24 remaining, second quarter. In the front court, Lynch into the lane, spins, kicks it back outside to Motais. Motais to Abdullah. Loose ball picked up by Abdullah. Gets it back to Gavin Lynch, far side. Back to Abdullah, top of the key. He'll drive the lane. Nice feed inside for Maxa. Lays it in, and he was fouled. Carter Maxa with the bucket. Foul called on number 55 for Copley. That's Carter Gowan, his second, and the team's first of the second quarter. Maxa at the line with 9 points, looking for the and one. Freshman, very impressive. Shots up and good. Give him 10. And give Copley just a 6-point lead now. It's Copley 32, Woodridge 26, 5 minutes to go in the half. Ahead for Copley, it's Jalen Owens. Owens to Mansell, back to Owens. Owens working right hand, trying to drive the lane. He'll pull back, gets it out to Stanford. Scooby to the lane. Scooby kicks him the corner to number 5 for Copley. No good, and rebounded by Woodridge. Ahead now is Evans for the Bulldogs. Ball inside to Maxa. He's going one-on-one. Shot up and good. And he's a force inside, and all of a sudden Woodridge is right back in the ball game. Copley will take a timeout. It's Copley 32, Woodridge 28, a 30-second timeout.
Yeah, that's Max's 14th point.
He's just a freshman, came off the bench, but he's a force in there, and Copley's talking about it right now. What are we going to do to put the clamps down on him? With that, right in front of me here, we have Rory Johnston checking in for the first time for the Woodridge Bulldogs. Johnston is a junior.
I'm really impressed with this Max. I'm really impressed.
Okay, so again, we're at a 4-point margin here with 4:25 to go in the half.
Okay.
I'm hearing you a little bit. Yep. Having a little bit of technical difficulties. Owens will bring it ahead for Copley. There we go.
Got it now.
Mansell gets it in the corner. to Brockmeyer. His shot no good.
Rebounded by number 14.
Evans for Woodridge. Evans will bring it ahead with a chance to cut it into even further this 4-point lead. Evans out top. Kicks it in the corner.
Threw it out of bounds.
Ball was not actually a hand on it by number 5 for Copley, which is Grimes. So give the ball back to Woodridge.
Oh, I didn't see
For
that
Woodridge,
tip.
Gavin Lynch will inbound to Evans. Evans out top against Stanford. Evans will drive by him into the paint. Kicks it to Lynch in the corner. Shot up and good, and they'll give him 3. Gavin Lynch now with 5, and all of a sudden we got a 1-point ball game. Copley leading 32-31. Stanford pulls up on the dribble, gets to Mansell at the top. Mansell off to King. Over to Stanford, far side. Stanford, he'll drive the lane, layup, up off the iron, no good. Rebound inside by Brockmeyer. He loses it out of bounds. Give the ball back to Woodridge. And I got 2 5s on the floor, and I'm easily confused. That was actually Grimes who had the ball for Copley.
Yeah. 44 just checked in for Copley.
In the backcourt, it's Evans for Woodridge working against Stanford. 2 quick players. Evans top of the key between the legs now. He'll hand it off to Lynch. He'll fire the 3-pointer off the front of the iron. No good. Rebound by number 34, Jesse Little, the sophomore for Copley. To Mansell. Mansell top of the key. Off to Stanford. Far side. Lobs inside to Brockmeyer. And on the floor, we're going to have a foul.
Look like the foul's going to be on the number 5.
It is. That's Rocco King, his first foul.
His first personal.
First team foul on Woodridge of the second quarter. With that, checking back in for Woodridge, Blake Williams for King. Inbound lobbed in. Brockmeyer takes it to Mansell. Back to Brockmeyer. Corner 3 off the iron. No good. Rebound by Williams for Woodridge. Williams ahead on the dribble across the timeline. He'll get it to Evans. Evans at the top of the key against Mansell. Evans now takes it to the far side. Comes back, gets a pick at the top of the key, looking for help. Hands the ball off to Connor Hans. To the top of the key to Williams in the corner now. Back to the top of the key to Hans, to Evans. He'll fake and go baseline, and Mansell came down on him on the fake. Give the ball to Woodridge underneath. Make sure we got the foul right. We did.
Foul is on number 1.
That's Gabe Mansell's second team foul. And with that, Abdullah will check back in for Woodridge for Rory Johnston. A 4-low look on the inbound play. They get it into Evans in the corner. He fakes, dishes inside, but stolen nicely by Scooby Stanford. Off to Mansell, ahead to Brockmeyer. Goes off of his hands. He fires it back to midcourt to Stanford. With the save in the corner. Shot no good by number 44, Winninger. To the other end, Abdullah lays it in for Woodridge. Abdullah with his second bucket, and Woodridge with their first lead of the night at 33-32. Stanford going to slow things down a bit for Copley. He gets it to 34, Jesse Little, and Little travels with the basketball. And with that, Copley will
Copley's calling timeout.
Take a sub. Copley going to take their second timeout of the game, a full timeout this time. And with that, let's take this 60-second break.
You're listening to the Sports Special on Fifth Dimension Radio.
to Woodridge High School, where the Bulldogs have taken their first lead of the night. They lead 33-32, a minute 34 remaining first half. Woodridge with the ball in the front court. Williams gets it to Lynch. Inside to Abdullah. Running one-hander, good. And Abdullah's come off the bench for Woodridge with 6 quick points. They lead now by 3, 35-32. Mansell in the front court. Gets to Brockmeyer in the corner. His three-pointer right there.
All tied up?
Landon Brockmeyer with his second three of the night. Give him 6, and we're tied at 35. In the front court, Williams will kick to the corner. Shot there is off the iron, no good. Rebounded by Mansell. Mansell ahead on the dribble. Into the lane. Nice Euro step, but misses the layup. Rebound by Copley. They've got it to Stevenson. Out to Brockmeyer. He fakes. Tries to dish inside, and the ball is picked up by Copley and laid in by Jesse Little. Little with his first 2. And a steal on the inbounds. Mansell goes up, but what looks like an offensive foul after the steal by Brockmeyer. But let's make sure we get this one right. Yes.
Yeah, offensive foul.
So the foul is on Lincoln Brockmeyer, and that's a big one. That's his third personal. Third team foul of this quarter. And Woodridge will inbound to the backcourt. Full court pressure from Copley. Evans has it for the Bulldogs in the backcourt. Working against Stanford across the timeline. Far side. Brings it over to Lynch. Lynch near the bench. He gets it to the top of the key, bulldogging his way. No pun intended, into the paint, and he shuffled the shoes, giving the ball back to the Copley Indians. And with that, Brockmeyer is going to check back in with 19.1 to go for Copley, presumably for offense, figuring he won't get the foul on the offensive end. And Nasir Abdullah checks back for Woodridge. In the backcourt, coming ahead slowly on the right-hand dribble, is Gabe Mansell. Mansell for Copley, crossover. 7.2 seconds, his shot up, no good for the 3, goes out of bounds off the rebound, and Woodridge will have 3 seconds to go the full length of the court. Inbounding is Braden Motais. Motais will look to, I would think, fire to midcourt. He does. He gets it to Maxa. He'll launch from midcourt, off the backboard. No good. So at halftime, Copley does come back to regain the lead. It's Copley 37, Woodridge 35 in a barn burner here at the half. We'll take this 60-second timeout.
You're listening to the Sports Special on Fifth Dimension Radio.
Back here at Woodridge High School, where at halftime it's Copley 37 and Woodridge 35. So I got to tell you, folks, the Bobs and I are getting well acquainted tonight if we weren't before. A little tight up here in the Woodridge press box. And we're trying to shuffle around here and get our halftime guest in. And we're going to talk to Athletic Director Nick.
How you doing?
Nick, it's Mayer. Did I get it right?
Yes, Nick Mayer.
Okay, so I apologize. Did not know you were coming, but are really happy to have you here. So you
appreciate it. Thank you for having me.
Help us fill some time here. So apologize to the fans that are listening and hearing a little bit of dead air as we had to do a little shuffle here, but we got you in. Hopefully you're comfortable. So the Bulldogs got down big early, your Woodridge Bulldogs, but came storming back, and this freshman off the bench, you guys got to be excited about what he offers for the future for the Bulldog basketball program.
Yeah, Carter's a great young man. He works really hard. He's a 3-sport athlete, plays football in the fall, basketball obviously in the winter, and baseball player in the spring. So works hard. Everything that he gets out on the court, he earns it. So we're really excited to see everything pay off.
Not to take anything away from his teammates, but he definitely helped to turn the game around, and we were happy to see it. We thought we'd have a good one tonight, and as it's turning out, we definitely are. So that's basketball, Nick. So tell me, I know that we've talked to a few athletic directors, and the job, it sounds like a dream job for people who haven't done it. And I know you are constantly busy with seasonal sports, scheduling, rescheduling, I'm sure in the case of some of the cancels that we've had recently. So what are the other sports here at Woodridge in the winter? How are they looking? What are they looking forward to in terms of tournament, that type of thing? Bring us up to speed.
Yeah, so we obviously have girls and boys basketball. Our boys and girls basketball will start to look towards the tournament here soon. I know girls are this Sunday. They have their seeding meeting, and following week will be the boys seeding meeting. So we'll figure out where we're playing, what district tournaments, and those types of things. So that's always an exciting time. And then wrestling is getting towards the end too. We host the Metro Athletic Conference wrestling tournament here on February 15th. That kind of culminates our regular season for wrestling, and then we move into the district and or the sectional and district tournaments for wrestling, and then obviously hopefully get some kids down to the state tournament, which is one of the best events in the entire state of Ohio. And then we have our bowling teams are doing well. We have a competition cheerleading team. So we got a lot going on in the winter. It's probably our lowest amount of sports that we offer. Between that and spring, it's probably pretty close, but it's just as busy as any season that we have, just with the amount of basketball games that we have and wrestling events and those types of things. So it keeps us busy for sure.
I want to piggyback on what you said about the wrestling, and hopefully you do get some guys down there this year. If you've never been to the Ohio State Wrestling Tournament, even if you're not a big wrestling fan, you owe it to yourself. It is something to see when you get all those mats going all at once and different pockets of fans rooting for different guys and the athleticism involved. Just a tremendous thing to watch. So you spoke a little bit about spring sports coming up, and I know Woodridge traditionally has had very strong track teams, and of course in the fall cross country. Should we expect the same this spring?
Absolutely, yeah. Our girls are two-time defending state champions, Division II for track, so they're looking to continue that streak going. They have a tremendous group of runners, throwers, field event athletes that should be poised for another state run, so we're excited about that, and our boys are just as equally as good. Our boys are a little bit more deeper, with a more wide range of events, and our girls are just really, really strong, obviously in the distances, and our 4x8 and our 4x4 should be really good. So it's going to be an exciting track season. I know our coaches are chomping at the bit. They're already doing indoor stuff with the kids and getting ready and getting in the weight room. So it should be a great spring for us.
Awesome. Look forward to hearing of their success in the spring. So one last one to get you out of here, Nick, and thank you for joining us and climbing over me and whoever else we needed to get you in to let you sit down here. With the change, and I asked Coach a little bit about this, the change in the league that's coming up in a year or two, and you mix that in, and if folks, they've listened to us for the last 2 weeks, we've been talking about 3 new teams coming into the Metro starting in the 26-27 season.
Correct,
right?
Yeah.
So you put that together with the new 7 divisions in some sports. How is all that working out from an AD perspective? Do you like it so far? Do you not have enough to go on? What are your feelings about, A, the divisions, and also then how the new teams affect your teams in those divisions?
Yeah, I mean, usually, so for us, obviously football drives that conversation most of the time, but with the expanded playoffs in football, your regular season is not as important. It used to be that your league schedule, which is predominantly your football schedule, your league schedule's 80% of that. So your league determined a lot of times whether or not you go to the playoffs based on how strong or how deep your league was. It's not necessarily the case anymore, so it gives you a little bit more freedom to have programs like a Talmadge come into a league and not necessarily, have to worry about them dominating in football, but just giving you good competition so that you're ready for a playoff run. So we look at the new Metro as almost like a league where if you go 500, but then you make a really good playoff push, that's going to really prepare us for postseason play, which is ultimately where we want to be. So.
Awesome. Well, we all look forward to it. It'll be different, but it'll be exciting. Nick, thanks so much for taking a few minutes of your time. I know AD's job is never done, so we'll let you get out of here, but good luck to the Bulldogs the rest of the way.
Thanks for having me. Appreciate it.
With that, we'll take this 30-second timeout, and we'll be back to Woodridge High School.
You're listening to the Sports Special on Fifth Dimension Radio.
And we're back at Woodridge High School, where at halftime, Copley leads Woodridge 37-35, an exciting first half. Bob, I'm going to throw it over to you just for a second, take a look at the rebounding stats, and then I'll come back and update folks on where we stand with field goals.
Okay. Hey, Rob, can you hear me?
No. Okay, we're again having a little bit of technical difficulty. So I'll go through the points here, and we'll shoot it over to Bobby in a second. For Copley, Gabe Mansell has 10 points. Scooby Stanford with 3. Lincoln Brockmeyer hit 2 threes. He's got 6. Andrew McKnight had a 7-point first quarter and remained 7 at the half. It was Carter Gowan with 4 points. Jesse Little with 2. Jalen Owens with 5. And Copley with 37. For Woodridge at halftime, Blake Williams has 2, Gavin Lynch 5, Brandon Evans 6, Nasir Abdullah 6, Carter Maxa 12, and Rocco King with 2. Woodridge with 35 points at the half. And with that, we're going to get started here in the second half. So Gabe Mansell will inbound for Copley in the backcourt to Stanford. Mansell bring it ahead. He hands off to Carter Gowan. Over to Stanford. To Brock. To McKnight. Into the corner to Mansell. His three-pointer rims around and falls in. So Mansell will open the second half scoring with a 3, and it's Copley back on top by 5, 40-35. Inside is Williams for Woodridge. He tosses it out of bounds on the backdoor cut, giving the ball back to Copley. Full court pressure. No, they're going to back off. Looked like Woodridge is going to come out full. They did not. So Mansell bringing ahead slowly on the right-hand dribble. Now crosses over to his left. Mansell for Copley, top of the key, hands to Stanford. He'll make a move at the top of the key against Williams, who knocks the ball away, picked back up by Stanford to Brockmeyer, and he nails a 3. Lincoln Brockmeyer with his third 3 of the night, give him 9 and give Copley the lead. In the backcourt, stumbling is Evans for Woodridge. He picks it up off the Lynch. Lynch right-hand dribble, back top to Williams, back to Lynch. He'll fire the three-pointer off the iron. No good. Rebound by Mansell. Mansell went high for the rebound, kicks it ahead to Brockmeyer. Crossover into the paint. He'll pivot, get the ball to Gowan. Gowan trying to get a shot up inside, and he does, and he gets it in. Carter Gowan with 6 points. To the other end, Williams for Woodridge. He's hassled inside by Stanford, misses the jump shot from 4 feet. And Stanford will pull down the rebound for Copley. Ahead of Mansell, crosses over into the paint. Bounce pass kicked by Woodridge, so it'll be Copley ball underneath their own basket. Ball was thrown off of Connor Hahn's leg. He's in there, along with Evans, Maxa, Lynch. For Woodridge, ball's inbounded by Copley to Brockmeyer. Brockmeyer to Mansell. In front of the Copley bench, he'll back off now and reset. Gets it cross court to Gowan, drives baseline. He tries to toss it out the top, and it's stolen away by Williams for Woodridge. Williams feeds inside to 22, Connor Hans, his first bucket of the night. And Woodridge will call the timeout, or 30-second timeout. So we'll keep it here and try to catch up on first half rebounding, Bobby.
All right, first half rebounding here. We got McKnight's leading the Indians with 4. Menzel and McKnight both have 4. And Maxa has 4 for the Bulldogs. Those are your leaders as of right now. 4 points. 4 rebounds. I'm losing. It's been a long night.
So I will mention the teams are fairly evenly matched height-wise, so the rebounding being fairly even makes total sense.
So far, it's a better game than I thought it was going to be, Tate.
Copley in the forecourt now, and Williams will foul McKnight going up for the layup. The shot is no good, so McKnight will go to the line for the Indians, shooting 2. McKnight had 7 first half points.
Who was the foul on?
Looks like they're giving it to.
I don't see it.
Number 3, who is Blake Williams. That's his second, team's first in the second half. McKnight at the line, shooting 2. First shot up, rolls around and falls in. Jesse Little will come back for the Copley Indians. McKnight at the line to try to finish the pair. He has 8 on the night. This will give him 9. And Copley leads 47-37. So Woodridge is going to have to fight their way back yet again. Williams will bring it ahead to the top of the key, off to Evans. Evans with the left-hand dribble far side. Dishes off the Lynch, and stolen by Stanford. Ahead to Mansell, back to Stanford, who saves it from going out of bounds. Stanford on the near side and gets shoved by Nasir Abdullah, who's back in the game for Woodridge.
That's his second.
His second team foul, and first of the third quarter.
First of the,
I take it back, second of the quarter for the team. Inbounding, Copley to Stanford. Stanford on the far side gets to Brockmeyer, top of the key. He dishes inside to McKnight, and we have a foul on the floor, it looks like. Foul's going to be issued to
there's my problem.
14, Brandon Evans, his first, team's third. Inbound pass batted away, and Abdullah will bring it ahead for Woodridge. His cross-court pass saved in. Now to Evans at the top of the key. Evans gets it in the corner to Hans. Back to Evans. Evans will drive left hand, pull up. He needs help. He's in the paint. Hands to Williams. Williams kicks it in the corner, and the three-pointer in the corner by Braden Motais. His first bucket of the game makes it a 47-40 Copley lead. In the front court, Stanford way out top. Now he'll pull up at the foul line and knock it down. Scooby Stanford with his 5th points of the night, and it's 49-40 Copley. 4:32 remaining. Evans will drive the paint, hands off to Abdullah, and he'll just lay it in. Abdullah now with 8 points on the night. And Woodridge back within 7. McKnight the other way into the paint, running layup. He got a pretty left-handed shot. Count the basket, and the foul will go to number 15, Braden Motais. His first, team's 4th, McKnight with the basket. And he'll go to the line. Checking back is Little for Copley, and waiting to come back is Owens. McKnight at the line to try to finish the and one, and he does. That pushes it back out to 10. Copley 52, Woodridge 42. Maxa to inbound in the backcourt, Copley showing full court pressure now. Ball comes into Lynch for Woodridge. Right-hand dribble into the trap. He has to pull up. He gets it to Evans. Evans out top, drives, kicks it in the corner to Motais. No good. Rebound by Maxa. Ball battered away, and looks like we're going to have a foul on Little.
Over the back. It might be 55. Was a foul on 55.
55, Gowan, not Little. Okay, so that is Gowan's third.
Yeah, he went over his back. Well,
team's first. Ball inbounded to Woodridge. Motais' three is no good. Rebound kicked around. Gowan comes ahead for Copley with it. Nice dish pass inside to Mansell. Mansell with now 15 points on the night for Copley. They lead by 12. Evans ahead for Woodridge. Spins to the foul line. Kicks it to Motais in front of the Woodridge bench. He'll bring it back out top to Abdullah. Nice move inside. The layup's no good, but the foul will go on Jesse Little for Copley. That is Little's first personal foul, second team foul. It is deemed a shooting foul, which will send Nasir Abdullah, the senior, to the line for two. With that, big substitutions again. McKnight and Brockmeyer return for Copley. Williams and Rocco King for Woodridge. Second free throw by Nasir, also good. Give him 10 points and give Copley a 10-point lead at 54-44, 3:25 remaining third quarter. McKnight in the front court. Inside ball passed into Brockmeyer. We'll get a foul, and that one is also going to go on Nasir Abdullah. That's his third personal foul. 15th foul, so we'll be shooting the rest of the quarter at the Copley end. Brockmeyer will go to the line. Lincoln Brockmeyer's first trip to the line tonight. He's got 9 points on the night with 3 3-pointers. The first free throw up and around the rim and in. So Brockmeyer with 10. Checking in for Copley is number 44, Dane Winninger. He'll replace Gabe Mansell. Brockmeyer for the second of two. Shot up off the back of the arm, but Brockmeyer rebounds his own ball, batted away and taken away by Abdullah. Coming ahead on the dribble. Euro step, no good on the rebound. Stanford picks up the rebound, throws it full court, but too far for Brockmeyer and out of bounds. Give the ball back to Woodridge. And with that, Jesse Little will check back in for Brockmeyer. So I think Coach Sestaro is trying to protect Brockmeyer a little bit when the Indians are on defense. So Little's back in the game. Evans for Woodridge in the forecourt to the top of the key. Pulls up, three-pointer. Looked like they got a little hand on it, Little. So it comes up short, rebounded by Copley. Ahead now is 44 for Copley to Little. Little shot no good. McKnight comes up over the top for the rebound for Copley. And it looks like Lynch is going to get the personal foul for the Bulldogs. He does, his second. And we're shooting two the rest of the way for the Indians. McKnight on the night is 4 for 4 from the line. His first shot up and good. Andrew McKnight is a junior. And having a nice night for McKnight. His second one also good. Copley leads 57-44. their biggest lead since Woodridge came back and took a brief lead late in the first half. Williams in the front court for Woodridge. Top of the key. Refuses a screen. Gets it in the corner to Lynch. Lynch to the baseline. He'll pull it back out to the wing. Spin dribble into the paint. Has it knocked away by McKnight, who picks up the loose ball. McKnight ahead for Copley. Top of the key. Into the lane. Dishes in the corner, but stolen away by Evans for Woodridge. He'll dish off to Lynch. His layup up. No good. Rebound by Evans. Evans will go up. Got the basket and got the foul.
32.
Foul goes against Owens. Jalen Owens first. Team third. Oh, they're going to change it now to Jesse Little. His second. And we'll take Mr. Owens' foul away. Evans got the basket, and he's at the line for the traditional three-pointer, and it falls in. It's 57-47, back to a 10-point game. Brockmeyer in the backcourt for Copley. He'll look to give it back to Mansell. Mansell working against 22, who is Hans. Shot from the far side, Brockmeyer. Another three-point attempt. That's 4 for him. Give him 13 points on the night. Evans back at the other end for Woodridge. They trail by 13. Into the lane, kicked far side. Shot for 3 is knocked down by Rocco King. King now has 5, and Woodridge is again back to within 10. So just as Copley tries to pull away, Woodridge keeps it a ball game. This time Mansell for the deep 3. He knocks it down. He's got 4 threes on the night. Ahead Williams for Woodridge. To Evans. His three-pointer also good. And now we got the barrage started, Bobby.
I love this.
12 points.
I love this.
12 points now for Brandon Evans, and it's 63-53, 54 seconds remaining. Brockmeyer trying to stay hot, misses this time for Copley. Evans with the rebound. Evans, he'll take another 3 and bury it. Brandon Evans. And did they change it to a 2? They changed it to a 2. His foot was on the line. So we're now at 63-55. Woodridge down by 8 in the front court. Brockmeyer, top of the key, working against Evans, having trouble. Gets it inside to McKnight, and he's going to be called for 3 seconds as he was trying to post up in the lane and never left. With that, Woodridge will send Abdullah back in, and for Copley, it's Owens returning. 19.5 remaining here in the third quarter. Stanford also will check back in for the Indians. A little bit of pressure being shown by Copley. They lead 63-55, 19.5 seconds remaining in the third quarter. Inbound to Evans in the backcourt on the far side near the timeline. He'll look to bring it across and finally does against Mansell. 10 seconds remaining. Evans works to the foul line, into the paint, layup, good. Big quarter for Brandon Evans. He's got Woodridge back to within 8. The long shot at the end of the quarter is no good. And take it back, he's got him within 6. The end of 3 quarters, it's Copley 63, Woodridge 57. Let's take this 30-second timeout.
You're listening to the Sports Special on Fifth Dimension Radio.
So, Bob, this is not fair to old guys, man. We're going back and forth here in the second quarter, and all of a sudden, a game that had settled down a bit, all of a sudden is a scoring fest, and we are back with a 6-point deficit. So It looks like Copley's about to pull away, and Woodridge comes firing back 63-57. Copley leads at the end of 3. And trying to catch up here on some scoring.
For Woodridge, Brandon Evans right now has 16 points, leading the Bulldogs. And over in the Copley side, got 14 points for Andrew McKnight.
Woodridge will inbound. Williams into the paint, ball batted out of his hands and out of bounds as we're just underway here in the fourth quarter. A really good one here at Woodridge tonight. Both teams fighting hard, trying to position themselves for the tail end of the season here into the postseason. Ball inbounded. Abdullah has the top of the key. He picks up his dribble and throws it away. Stanford going for the layup. He is undercut, but still gets the basket. Scooby Stanford now has 7, and Copley leads by 8. Williams for Woodridge brings it across. He'll take the key at the top from Hans to Abdullah on the near side. Cross court to Williams. And what do we have? We got a foul, looks like, on Jalen Owens. We do. Jalen Owens, his first foul, and the first team foul here in the fourth quarter for Copley. Woodridge will inbound underneath their own basket. Evans will toss it up top to Motais. To Williams. He'll pull up for the three-pointer and nail it. Blake Williams has 7, and it's a 65-60 Copley lead as we tighten up even further. Stanford ahead. He gets it to Mansell. Mansell to Owens. Owens trying to drive, gets cut off, gets it to Little. Little back to Mansell. Guarded by Motais. To McKnight. McKnight up top, looking to go, can't. To Stanford. Scooby against Abdullah. Gets it to Little, and they'll back off and run a new set. Out top is Owens to trigger the offense. He'll hand it off to Mansell, skips it across court to Stanford. To Little in the corner to McKnight. Back to Little and back out top to Stanford. Stanford drives the lane, running one-hander, and the call is not made by the official on the baseline. Rather, the official.
21 Abdullah.
Abdullah picks up his 4th. That's a costly foul, the first team foul. But Abdullah's been a force here for the Bulldogs.
That's Abdullah's third foul.
Okay, well, I got one wrong then because I got him for 4. Inbound to McKnight. McKnight shot up and good for Copley. McKnight now with 16, and it's 67-60. At the other end, Abdullah drives the baseline, has it blocked from behind. He gets the rebound, however, and sticks it up and in. Nasir Abdullah with 12 points. It's 67-62. On the far side, Stanford for Copley, and we got a little bit of a push there from Lynch.
1-1.
Gavin Lynch's 3rd personal foul. And the second team foul for Woodridge. With that, Maxo will check back in for Hans for the Bulldogs. Mansell will inbound for Copley underneath his own basket. The Indians lead 67-62. Gabe Mansell to trigger the inbound. Looking for help, has to toss it way out top to McKnight near the center circle. Gets it to Owens. Owens crossover dribble into the lane, running layup. Oh, over the basket, no good. Rebound, kicked out to Brockmeyer. He'll go into the paint. He'll throw one up, no good. Rebound by Stanford, and we got a foul on that. Let's see who we got this one on. It's like number 3, who is Blake Williams. So Williams.
That's his 4th.
Okay, so that's his 4th. He must have had one. And Stanford got the inbound and laid it in. Pass to the far end by Woodridge, knocked out by McKnight. So give Stanford the quick bucket. He now has 9. So Blake Williams with 4 and Nasir Abdullah with just 3. Inbound to Blake Williams. To Lynch, top of the key to Abdullah, to Evans. Evans pulls up 12-footer off the iron, no good. Abdullah goes high for the rebound, has it swatted out of his hands, and we're going to get a jump ball call.
Should be Woodridge.
Possession goes to Copley.
Goes to Copley?
Yeah, Copley will inbound now. They lead 69-62, 5:29 remaining in the fourth quarter. A good one here from Peninsula tonight. Inbounding in the backcourt is the ball's into Owens. He'll bring it across the center circle. Working against Lynch. Owens on the far side. Gets it to Scooby at the top. Stanford drives the lane. Layup no good. Rebound McKnight, but taken away by Woodridge. Nice scrap that time by Blake Williams. And what do we got? It looks like a foul on Copley. Oh, timeout. Woodridge got the timeout. Great hustle that time by Blake Williams to come up with the ball. And that's a full timeout for the Bulldogs. They have 2 timeouts remaining. Copley has 3. Let's take this quick 30-second break, and we'll be right back.
You're listening to the Sports Special on Fifth Dimension Radio.
Back here at Woodridge High School, Ron Whitmer alongside the Bobs. Bob Fritz providing the color tonight. And Bob Thelmley, our engineer, who's working miracles once again, as we are actually in the middle of a hotly contested fourth quarter for a change, Bob. This is fun to do. Woodridge down 7, 5:08 remaining, fourth quarter. In the backcourt, the Bulldogs will bring it ahead. It's Williams working against Mansell. He gets it off to Motice. Motice hands to Evans. He fakes, goes baseline, fakes the shot again. Ball skipped across the court to Williams. In the corner to Lynch. Lynch with the right hand. Gets it in the corner to Motice for the 3. Short. Rebound picked up by Evans for Woodridge to Abdullah. His shot no good. Rebounded Brockmeyer for the Copley Indians. Mansell in the backcourt across the timeline. Mansell to the top of the key. Inside out dribble. Gets it in the corner to Stanford. He fakes. Now goes baseline. Dishes off to McKnight, who's hammered from behind.
And that could be Abdullah's.
Yeah, I do think this time they're going to get Abdullah for his fourth.
His fourth.
No, they're going to give it to Williams. His fifth.
That's his fifth.
So the fourth team foul. But the 5th foul, and that'll disqualify Williams for the rest of the game.
Yeah, he's out.
Back in the game is Connor Hans, replacing him. McKnight at the line for 2. First shot falls short. So that's McKnight's first miss on the night. Before that, he had been 6 for 6 from the line. Second shot, dribble, sights, shoots, and got it. And with that, give the Indians an 8-point lead. It's 70-62, 4:25 remaining. Woodridge needs to score this time, I think, to get some momentum back. Lynch at the 3-point line picks up his dribble, gets it to Nasir Abdullah in the corner. He'll dribble, foul line, now back into the lane. Dishes off to Hans, to Evans, his 3, off the iron to the left. Rebound tracked down, but taken away by Copley. Here comes Stanford, and the layup is up and good. Stanford with 6 fourth quarter points. He's got 11 on the night. In the front court, Evans running out of time now. Goes up and misses the 6-footer. Rebound by Brockmeyer for Copley. They lead 72-62. Brockmeyer might have got away with an offensive foul there. Kicks it outside to Owens on the far side. Owens, foul line extended, gets it to McKnight. Cross court to Mansell. He'll launch the 3, and he nails it. Gabe Mansell, the senior, is showing that senior stamina and senior confidence. Give him 21 on the night. Woodridge will take a timeout. And with that, we'll take a 60-second break.
You're You're listening to the Sports Special on Fifth Dimension Radio.
You're looking for custom T-shirts, polos, and sweatshirts? Contact Gary McConnell at Screen Print Original at 330-414-1635. Gary McConnell, Screen Print. He'll design it for you.
Okay, we're back here, 3:24 remaining. Woodridge really has their work cut out for them now. They trail by 13, 75-62. They were down 6 points just minutes ago. In the forecourt, it's Evans. Evans to Motice, cross court to Lynch. Lynch into Hans at the foul line to Motice. Kicks it back to Hans, to Lynch up top. They're trouble finding an open shot, but Motice does find one and nails the three. Braden Motice now with 6, and it's an 11-point game. Inside Brockmeyer for Copley. Brockmeyer now has 15, and it's 77-65. So they had gotten it down actually to 10. Now it's back to 12. Lynch on the elbow, throws up a left-hander, draws nothing but backboard ahead to Mansell, who has it stripped away and out of bounds for Copley. They'll have the ball underneath their own basket. 2:34 remaining and a 12-point lead. So I would think that we might see Copley trying to be a little careful with the ball here. And inbound is knocked away from McKnight, but he got hit hard as he was trying to pull it in. And that foul is against Gavin Lynch. His 4th foul and the 4th team foul. Well, I must have missed one, Bobby, because it's the 15th foul.
Yeah, it's 5.
And they're gonna send McKnight to the line again for 2 shots.
Yeah, it's their 15.
McKnight's first free throw is no good. Substituting back into the game for Copley, Carter Gowan will check in for Gabe Mansell. McKnight with a 17-point night. Second free throw rolls around, falls in, give him 18 on the night. And it's 78-65. Copley leads, 2:32 remaining. Hans in the backcourt will inbound, gets it into Evans for Woodridge. Evans ahead across the timeline, working against Stanford. To Motice. Motice against Gowan. Off to King. Rocco King is checked in. Back to Evans. Evans, cross court to Motice. He'll launch another 3 and nail it. Motice doing his part to try to keep the Bulldogs in the game. It's 78-68. Woodridge trails by 10. And we got a foul here at the midcourt. Looks like it's going to go against Motice. His second. That'll send Owens, the sophomore, Jalen Owens, to the line. He's got 5 points on the night. He'll shoot 2. First shot up and rolls off. With that, Mansell will check back in for Copley, and Abdullah will check in with his 4 fouls for Woodridge. They really don't have much choice now. They need the scoring that Abdullah and the rebounding Abdullah can provide. Second shot for Owens is good. Owens has 6, and Copley leads 79-68. Evans ahead for Woodridge. Behind the back dribble, hands to Motice. Motice to Lynch. Lynch into the paint, gets it off to Hans, to Evans. Evans fakes the shot, trying to get in the paint. He does, kicks it out to Lynch. His 3-pointer, no good, tracked down by Connor Hans. Hans off to Evans. He'll launch the 3 and nail it. Brandon Evans has 19 on the night. It's 79-71, an 8-point lead Woodridge desperately needing a stop here. Little gets the ball off to Brockmeyer, who lays it in. Brockmeyer with 17. And Copley leads again by 10 with just 1:16 left. Stapleton tried to steal the ball away for Copley and is going to get called for the foul. Stanford with his first personal foul of the night. The second team foul. With that, McKnight will check back in for Copley for a little. Motice will inbound in front of us here in front of the Woodridge bench. Cross court to Abdullah. Abdullah kicks it back across court, skip past to Lynch to Motice at the top. 1:07 remaining. Evans baseline pulls up and lost control. Owens takes it away for Copley. Owens skip pass to Stanford. Stanford into the lane, and before he can get the shot off, I think we're going to have the foul called on the floor.
Foul on Brayden Motice.
Motice.
So Motice with his third
foul.
personal will send Stanford to the line. Stanford to the line for the first time tonight. He has 11 points. Nice floor game. First shot up and good. It's 82-71, so for those who like scoring, this is the place to be tonight. Second shot for Scooby Stanford is also good. Stanford now with 13. Ahead is Motice for Woodridge. Off to Abdullah. Top the key. He'll pull up for the three-pointer. In and out. Rebound inside by Hans, and he'll stick it in. I give it to the Woodridge Bulldogs here, Bobby. They are not quitting. There's only 41 seconds remaining. They're down 10, but they're still playing hard. Hey, folks, again, thanks for tuning in. It's been so much fun here in this tail end of the boys basketball season locally, but we've had a lot of support to get us here. One of the places that we're getting support is from the Port Summit Rotary Club. Their annual quarter auction is coming up on Saturday, and news to impart to you about that. There's been a change in the venue, some unforeseen circumstances, so it will no longer be held at the Event Center in Ellett. It's going to be at Springfield High School. Everything else remains the same. The doors open at 5. There'll be food provided. The sponsors, Vince Rosnack from Edward Jones Financial Services and the Pence Brothers Construction Company. So if you can, get out. It's a lot of fun. It costs $5 to get in. You get a paddle, and the bids start as low as $25 for the beautiful baskets and other auction items. So get out and help out your local Rotary Club, who helps out all the folks in the community in many various ways.
Yeah, you just make sure you save me a couple baskets to bid
all right.
on.
Well, bring your money, my friend. Bring your money.
I'll bring my money.
All right, so inbounding for Copley underneath their own basket with a 10-point lead, Gabe Mansell. Mansell tosses the home run pass to McKnight, who's fouled immediately by Abdullah, and that will be his fifth. Well, his fourth. Poor guy, he's not going to like me too much. I keep giving him fouls that he didn't have.
There was a change there in the first one.
That's right. So Abdullah now with 4, and McKnight back to the line where he's been living tonight. McKnight to shoot 2, first shot up, in and out. I think I jinxed him earlier. He hit his first 6, but he's been struggling a little bit, splitting the pair the last couple. Second shot up, and that one's good. So 19 now for McKnight. Ahead for Woodridge. Evans into the forecourt. Kicks it in the corner. Abdullah. Skip pass to Lynch. Lynch will fire a 3. No good. Rebounded inside by Evans. Looked like he got fouled. No call. They kick it out to Motice. His shot is short. He rebounds his own shot. Dishes off to Evans. Again looked like a foul, and Abdullah will clean it up. Abdullah now with 14. It's 84-75. Copley with 9 seconds remaining in the backcourt. Mansell ahead to McKnight. Looks like they're going to let him dribble it out. They are. And that'll take care of it.
It's a game.
An exciting game.
Good game. Good game.
Copley, the final, 84. Host Woodridge, 75. Let's take this 2-minute timeout, Bob, so that we can do some math wizardry over here, and we'll be back to wrap this one up. A 2-minute break.
You're listening to the Sports Special on Fifth Dimension Radio. Welcome back to a less chilly night than the last time we were talking to you here from Peninsula. A nice winter's night and a really entertaining game, Bob.
Very good, well-played game by both teams.
Woodridge couldn't quite get over the hump here in the fourth quarter, ran into some foul trouble that didn't help any for sure, but a very competitive game between a team from the Suburban American and one of the leading teams from the Metro Conference. So the win goes to the Suburban Americans. Copley by a final 84-75. You got some rebounding stats for me, Bob?
Yeah, the leader for the Copley Indians, of course, was Andrew McKnight with 6. You had 5 for Marcel. You had 4 for Brickman, and you had 2 for Stanford. Go over to the Woodridge side. The leading rebounder was 6 with Brandon Evans. Maxa had 4. Hans, that's how you pronounce it, had 3. Blake Williams had 2, and I forgot a Dula in there. Dula had 1. That's yeah.
All righty. Well, thank you for that. In terms of scoring for the Woodridge Bulldogs, Blake Williams had 2 field goals and a 3-pointer for 7 points. Gavin Lynch had a field goal and a 3-pointer for 5. Brandon Evans with 5 field goals, 2 threes, and 3 for 3 from the line for 19 big points.
19 points. He was a leading scorer.
And a leading rebounder. Definitely the lead for the Bulldogs tonight in pretty much all categories. Connor Hans had 2 buckets for 4 points. Braden Motice in the second half hit 3 big threes to keep Woodridge hanging around. He had 9 on the night. Nasir Abdullah off the bench for the Bulldogs had 6 buckets, 2 for 2 from the line for 14 points. Carter Maxa, the freshman, very impressive. Didn't show up big in the second half, but in the first half, he was 5 for 6 from the free throw line to go along with a bucket and a 3-pointer. He had 12 points on the night. Rocco King off the bench had a field goal and a 3-pointer for 5 points. That totals up to 75 points for the host Bulldogs. For Copley, boy, did they get scoring from everywhere. Gabe Mansell, the senior, he had 4 threes, 2 field goals, 2 for 2 from the line. Actually, yeah, for 21 points. He's the leading scorer on the night. Scooby Stanford, our favorite, Scooby.
Scooby. I love that name.
And Scooby can do. Somebody had to say it. I apologize for that.
Scooby-Doo.
He do. Scooby had 13 points, including a couple of threes and 2 for 2 from the line. Lincoln Brockmeyer was big all night, 17 points on a combination of 4 threes, 2 other field goals, and 1 for 2 from the line. And Andrew McKnight, big in the first quarter, ended up with 19 points, 4 field goals, and I'm just going to say a bunch of free throws because we want to move on here, but he had 19 on the night. So 4 starters in double figures for the Copley Indians. Carter Gowan, the 5th starter, had 2 buckets and 2 for 2 from the line for 6 points. Jesse Little had a bucket for 2 points, and Jalen Owens had a field goal, a 3-pointer, and 1 for 2 from the line for 6 points. You're right. It's getting a little late.
It's been a long night.
And, of course, I forgot to write down my totals, but you got the final written down.
Yeah, the final was 80. Let me open my book back up here. No, I didn't. I was 80.
Okay,
it was 84 to.
Tell the folks some good stuff because I can add them up here and tell you exactly.
Okay, I'll tell you that's kind of night it's been. Hey, don't forget on Tuesday, February 4th, we'll be at Cuyahoga Falls High School. Live broadcast coming to you for approximately 7 o'clock against the Kent Roosevelt Rough Riders. It's the Black Tigers and the Rough Riders. That's next Tuesday night, a week from tonight.
And what we believe may be the last broadcast from the old Cuyahoga Falls gym, folks. So if you can't come out, please tune it in. It should be a lot of fun. So tonight, if my math is not off, and it probably is, final Copley 84 and Woodridge 75.
75.
That drives Woodridge's record to 11-6, 9-2 in their league, and Copley goes to 8-8, 4-6 in the Suburban American. So again, a really entertaining clash here tonight. Some really good basketball. A lot of free throws, which is not normally something we like to watch, but they kept things moving, and we had an excellent comeback. The one thing I did write down, Bob, the Copley had the big lead, and I should have wrote it down, but 16 or 18 points in the early second quarter. And then Woodridge made that run, actually took the lead at 33-32 just before
halftime.
And Copley then led it half by 2 points, 37-35. Unfortunately for Woodridge, they just couldn't get over. Copley came out strong at the beginning of the second half.
Right.
Took, I think, a 10-0 or 10-2 run, and Woodridge just couldn't get over that hump the rest of the way. They did cut it to 6 at one point, maybe 5, but in the end, it was Copley with the win here at Woodridge. We want to thank all the folks here at Woodridge, including Athletic Director Nick Meyer, who joined us at halftime.
And just a reminder, don't forget Ron's quarter auction coming up on Saturday the 1st.
Please don't call it Ron's. They think that Ron's making money off of this.
All right, well, the
Port Summit Rotary
Club,
yeah.
Which Ron is the president.
No, Ron is not the president. Let's be accurate. Ron's just the guy hanging around.
And also,
in case anything goes wrong, he has no authority over anything.
And so anyway, that's Saturday.
Yep.
Saturday at Springfield High School. And also, don't forget the Comic-Con, which is coming up on Saturday the 1st.
Okay.
Fifth Dimension Radio will have a booth there, so if you want to come out to that, come on out to that. But you also want to tune in next Tuesday night for the Falls Black Tigers and the Kent Roosevelt Rough Riders here on Fifth Dimension Radio.
Okay, and you'll be proud of me for this. I know we want to get out of here, but am I correct? The next edition of 10-Cent Beer Night is tomorrow, or no?
Yes, it is.
Okay.
Wednesday night, 7:30.
We'll get the reaction to the Buckeye game for the
Right.
first time.
Well, and we taped it Monday, and you will get the reaction.
I'm anxious to hear
Go
that.
Bucks.
Should be good. All right. So one last time from Woodridge. The final score, Copley 84, Woodridge 75, we think. Boy, am I a rookie. Got to write these things down.
You was right.
Okay. We'll see you next Tuesday for the Bobs. I'm Ron Whitmer. Thanks for tuning in.
You've been listening to Fifth Dimension Radio's Sports Special, where we bring you live high school sports. And we'll be announcing more exciting games coming up in the near future, so keep it on Fifth Dimension Radio. This is your announcer, Bob. Good night.